Hi, I'm Fudo, and I live in Sebastopol, California. I'm here because I really believe in this somatica silliness. It's fantastic. Our culture needs it. And I'm also a filmmaker, so I like the fact that all this messaging is getting out to get people to think seriously about these things that we don't talk a lot about in our culture. And I think we'd be healthier if we did. Sex comes to mind, good friends, carousing with my friends, food makes me feel alive, art, beauty makes me feel alive. Everything I just described, and what else? It brings me pleasure. Connection, like deep connection, so I don't feel so alone in the world, because life is very lonely, and when I feel connected, then I feel I can breathe. That brings me pleasure. I'm a connection whore, if you haven't noticed. Oh my God. I don't know. Included? I don't feel like it exists. I don't feel like we talk about these things. I feel like this no offense to our religious friends, but this Judeo-Christian puritanical overlay on our culture has really created a lot of suffering where there need not be suffering, and where de-shamifying is the name of the game, and letting everybody know that they're okay and everybody's doing the best they can, and not be so hard on ourselves. And we need more education. We need more. I was listening tonight to this conversation, and it's like, how do people even become good lovers? There's no education for that. We're not even. We have to. It's trial by fire. You throw yourself in there, and you're supposed to know how to do things. And why?
Yeah.
Where's that assumption created that we're supposed to know these things when we have nobody to teach us these things? And I think a lot of suffering happens because of it. A lot of anger, a lot of self-destructive behaviors. Yeah, as a storyteller, I feel like it's our stories in our media that can start conversations and get people thinking, and let them feel seen and understood and know they're not alone. The aloneness is killer, and the feeling like you are not a part of something and that your suffering is not shared by other people is really damaging. So seeing reflections of oneself in all forms as sexual creatures is in different sexual orientations, in certain taboos, quote unquote. I think it all needs to just be brought to light, and we need to have mature adult conversations about these things, which our culture just seems reticent to do, sadly. Be myself completely, 100%, every single moment of every single day. And as much work as I've done on myself, I feel like I still hold back, because we are products of our culture. And so it's a beautiful aspiration and desire that I suppose consciously or subconsciously I still am working toward. My social security number and mother's maiden name now?
Yes, and your tax ID. If you could just leave that, that would be great.
I'll leave that with
write me in your
personal.
will,
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.